Uh, Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all here. I'm Kai. Today, we're going to be talking about the future of the agent economy. And just want to say thanks for coming. This is my first time in Europe, so yeah, this has been great. So a little bit about me. I'm the co-founder of Swarms. We mostly been on Solana, so if you know about Solana, you probably heard about us. We're the second biggest project on Solana for agents and agent infrastructure. Previously, I built a research lab called Agora, and we mostly did research on foundation models, multimodal models, and we just did like pure AI research. And I've been doing AI research for a long time, basically like half of my life. But yeah, if you want to learn more about me, you can check out my Twitter. Yeah. So very interestingly, we've been building agents for like 4 years, and like the growth over time is absolutely obscene. Like 2 years ago, like there were like in general across every like framework protocol, there was a couple million agents, and like the growth curve here, as you could see, has been like 2 years ago there was like a couple million agents, maybe a couple decamillion agents. Now like there's millions upon millions of people using Cloud Code, Codex, OpenClaw, and like now the number is probably closer to around a billion agents in total. There's no way like to like quantify the exact number of how many agents there are, but I would say now it's probably past a billion, and it won't be pretty long until the number of agents exceeds the number of human beings, and that's probably going to happen in the next like maybe 2 to 3 years if this growth curve continues to go up. Like there's a lot of institutions adopting agents. There's individuals adopting agents. Like if you use OpenClaw, you have your own agent, and then OpenClaw could spin up like worker agents. And if you also use Cloud Code, you have like 20, 30 agents working for you. And like for every person, there will probably be like 50 agents like helping you with your work and doing and doing tasks for you. So yeah, the number of agents over time is only going to go up. I don't think this number will ever go down, especially as like adoption by institutions and especially individuals. Like now we're starting to see like OpenClaw is more individual focused. Like it helps you with your personal productivity, it helps you with like managing Telegram emails and things like that. So what is the agent economy? So basically it's an emergent paradigm where agents become the primary units of production and coordination, and they basically become the labor, and soon they will allocate resources. So we've been starting to see this with DeFi trading agents. There's a bunch of agents that could trade for you. They could buy coins, they can stake for you, they can vault a bunch of assets, and they're essentially going to become a vast majority of asset managers on DeFi. Like I think like humans interacting with like DeFi and DEXs and things like that is not going to be around for much longer. Like agents are going to be like your asset managers on chain, and also like asset managers for stocks and things like that. So basically now agents are starting to handle money, and they will be responsible for making financial decisions on your behalf. So basically how it works is like you have buyers. These buyers are like people, companies, and they have like some task or some activity that they want to automate. They can hire agents, they can get OpenClaw, they can use Claude, and then the agent does work, and then they pay the agent or the agent provider, and then the economy is just this little diagram scaled up to millions and millions of people. And so that's basically like how this like economic system will work. At some point, agents will be fully like financially independent. Like you will not tell them what to buy; they'll be buying things on themselves. And I think like pretty soon there will be like fully autonomous corporations in which agents will be mostly responsible for, building products, selling the product, managing the capital at the company, and things of that nature. So this is like a very simplified diagram between two parties of the agent economy. Basically, you want an agent to do something for you, to automate something for you, and then you'll pay for that based off of the work that that agent does for you. And sometimes the agents might not do very well, but as the models get better and as the harnesses and agent architectures get better, you will start to see more of this volume happening, because the agents will people will be hiring agents to do more things. So I would say right now the biggest issue, the reason why you're not seeing agents managing billions upon billions of dollars, or really starting to see entire fully autonomous companies, is because the market layer is missing. There is a this crucial component of finding agents that are useful or relevant to your task, your personal life, or your business. This kind of abstraction layer is missing, and the demand for agents as of right now is extremely high, but it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger over time. As I mentioned, I don't think it's economically possible for the demand of agents to ever go down. So the demand is going to keep going up, and there's no easy way of discovering, configuring agents across different protocols. There's virtuals, LangChain, swarms, of course. There's all these different platforms that help you build agents and Claw Code and your OpenClaw, and we have to make it easy for agents to discover each other and also enable humans to discover agents. And so that's a big I would say limitation factor in the agent economy right now. Another big issue is payment infrastructure. So there hasn't really been a simple way of enabling agents to pay for other agents or other humans up until X402 was released. And that's kind of the big value of X402. It's essentially a payment protocol that it can be done through API requests. And the language of agents is API requests. That's how they do things. And before X402, there was no easy way of sending money through an API, and especially stable coins. So that's kind of the main value add of X402. And then trust and verification is essentially this means how useful is an agent, or how good is its outputs, and ERC-8004 is what tries to solve that problem. So basically, it tries to verify how good an agent is, or it tries to verify how good are its responses, and does it actually complete the task that it's supposed to complete. And so these are the kind of the three biggest problems right now in the agent economy. There's still a lot of work to be done in these three things, but we are starting to make significant progress into fully enabling agents to become economic actors. And so what we do at Swarms is we're essentially we're trying to build a marketplace that solves all these three problems. So we handle the discoverability layer, we handle the payment infrastructure, we handle the trust and verification. We use ERC-8004 on ETH and also on Solana. And we also have three combined ways of verifying agents and rating agents. So we're essentially trying to build the world standard type of Linux for the agent economy. So a single marketplace. It's an open source Amazon for agents, basically. That's what we're trying to build. So for every agent on Swarms, you basically have an X402 integration. So the X402 server is basically autonomously generated. So you just put in your code, and then an agent will build the X402 integration for you. It's also ERC-8004 compatible, as I mentioned earlier. So every agent comes with an identity, and as more people use it, that identity will get more and more history, and that will contribute to the agent's history and credit score. It's also MCP compatible. If you've heard of MCP, it's essentially a way of integrating other tools and other protocols to interact with your agents, so that the agents can take tool requests and use tools from different apps. And we're also very standardized. You could use agents from virtuals, LangChain, Swarms, any framework. We have, I think, over 40 different frameworks and protocols on Swarm. So it works with any agents, any protocol. And finally, we also are building the payment infrastructure. So as of right now, we are the most flexible agent marketplace in the world. You could pay for agents with a one-time fee. You can tokenize them, make them tokenized assets. You can have a subscription. You could also pay for usage fees. And yeah, essentially like the vendor can choose this. So if you want to like launch an agent and generate revenue from it, you can just choose what business model you want, and you start earning revenue on chain autonomously. Yeah, so like publishing agents on Swarms is super easy. You just if you have like a x402 URL or an MCP URL or an API endpoint, you could just literally put it in. It's super simple. And we have over 120,000 users on the platform now. So as soon as you publish your agent, you get a bunch of discoverability. Other agents will randomly use your agent as well, and they'll provide feedback, they'll rate it, and that will contribute to the relevant score on the marketplace, because there is like this recommendation system. And so we also, as I mentioned, we have 3 feedback or rating systems. Because evaluating how good an agent is pretty difficult. Like I would say like the biggest metric is just vibes. Like OpenAI doesn't really do evals or benchmarks. They just like, one of their engineers was like, how do you do evals? Or just like just vibes. So you give it feedback, but we are like trying to really understand the best possible way of rating agents. So. Monetizing agents. So this is a very I'd say big topic here at ECC. A lot of people have been asking me like how can I monetize an agent as kind of like a additional revenue stream. And as I mentioned, we provide like multiple business models. So you could set up one. If you have a prompt, you literally just put your prompt in, and you could set a fee. It could be $20, $50, $100. There was a prompt that sold for $20,000 on our marketplace. It was crazy. So yeah, if you tokenize it, you also earn fees from the trading volume. So that's buy and sell. One of our devs made like $600K in creator fees, and he made an agent that helps people buy stocks. And essentially, like it conducts like a quantitative analysis, and it did really well. It's called Quant Trader Agent. So that one's pretty good. And yeah, so like there's a bunch of different ways of monetizing agents. You have subscription, you could tokenize it, like something kind of like virtuals. You could have like usage-based fees. And yeah, we're essentially doing all of this on chain. You could also have a subscription. So there's like 4 or 5 main business models for making money from agents. For users, so Swarms has a couple of different ways of like using agents. So you could chat with the agent. We have a no-code chat interfaces, and then if you're a developer, most of the users of the marketplace are developers, and they'll just copy this code right here and then integrate it into the app or whatever workflow they're using, and it's super simple. If it's a paid agent, you will have to like link your wallet through x402 to pay for the agent, but yeah, there's 2 ways of using the agents. If you don't know how to code, you could just chat with it. And if you're a developer, then you could just integrate it into your app very easily. So those are like for the end stream users, those are how you would basically use the agents on the marketplace. Yeah, so for the marketplace, we have like 120,000 users, mostly spread across developers and startups and enterprises. For the tokenization side, we've done $60 million in volume. We are the largest agent launchpad on all of Solana, and there's over 2,000 agents and prompts on the marketplace right now. And the reason why I'm here, of course, is because we're coming to base. So yeah, this is we've been working on this for a while, and our ultimate goal is to dethrone virtuals on base. So yeah, we're gonna make it happen. Yeah, if you want to get started, check it out. The link is swarms.world. You could scan this little QR code, and yeah. And oh, there was one last slide. It just says thank you, but yeah, thank you. Do we have time for questions?
Sure.
Okay. Any questions? Yep.
Do you have a facilitator for x402 integrated into your platform, or how does that work?
We do actually. It's called ATP, and so we modified this facilitator. We built it in Rust, and we modified this facilitator to handle usage-based payments. So it doesn't just handle like an x402 the way that x402 works is that every time someone sends one API request, you would have to pay a one-time fee. And like agents, like if you used OpenAI's API, you would see that you pay per usage. So we modified our facilitator to handle usage-based payments. So depending on how long the agent's output is, you will pay based on that. So whatever the vendor defines on the marketplace, the server will basically charge based on output tokens. Yeah. Nice. Any other questions?
I think I have one.
Yep.
On the verification side, you were talking more about evals, like model performance. Is there anything that you all are doing where, like, if you run the same model the same time, like for auditability or like repeatability? I'm just imagining agent does thing, user maybe doesn't like thing, or another agent doesn't like thing. Is there a mechanism that agent can be audited or something other than just like logs?
Yes. So what you're describing is commonly referred to as agent judge. So basically, you have agent one, which is the main agent doing whatever you want it to do. And then you could have a judge as an agent, which will basically analyze the output of the first agent and provide any feedback, anything it can improve, and things like that. And you could like customize that agent for the specific use case that you want. If it's finance, if it's something quantitative, evaluating agents is pretty simple. But if it's not finance related, like if it's writing a blog or something, it becomes like significantly much harder to evaluate. But yeah, I would recommend agent as a judge is probably the easiest way of like having another agent to evaluate the main agent's outputs. So yeah, I would look into that. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Nice. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you.